Good evening, friends. On behalf of Banking Quest, I, Tilak Gulati, extend you warm welcome. Friends, it gives me immense pleasure to announce that we started our foreign exchange training program on 17th of July. After covering a long, successful journey of 3 months, having three levels and 24 sessions, today we are going to conclude this foreign exchange training program. We designed and structured this training program in three levels. To recapitulate, in level 1, we had covered overview of international banking, evolution of FEMA and foreign trade policy, exchange rate mechanism, remittances inward and outward, including LRS for resident Indians, structured products for NRIs, including remittance facilities for NRIs inward and outward, Swift messages, types and usages, deposits and types of account, rupee and foreign currency, understanding correspondent banking, agency arrangement, Nostro and Vostro account. In level 2, we had covered FEMA provisions on imports, FEMA provisions on exports, mechanism of LC and its ties with provision of UCPDC and SBLC, URR, Incoterms, marine insurance, merchanting trade and high sea sales, documents under LC scrutiny and negotiations, documentary collection URC, export finance, pre-shipment credit in rupee and foreign currency, overview of factoring and forfeiting, import finance, buyer's credit, supplier's credit, ECB, and trade finance. In level 3, we had deliberated on foreign direct investment by residents in joint venture, wholly owned subsidiaries abroad, financing overseas acquisition, tapping FII's flows, ECGC complete guidelines, foreign bank guarantee URDG, risk management in foreign exchange, role of derivatives, trade-based money laundering, role of Dun& Bradstreet in international trade, syndication of loan, merger and acquisition, project exports, discussion on PEM. Friends, the success of this entire program depends upon the hard work and perseverance of our dedicated team. Each member of our team toiled their level hard to make this program successful. I would like to introduce that faculty which is directly involved with this program. Mr. Hargovind Sachdev, former General Manager, State Bank of India and Head of Central European Credit Desk of SBI Frankfurt, Germany. Professor Rajesh Mahajan, former General Manager, Bank of Baroda. Mr. Nagaraj Sasrula Ramasubba Rao, former Director, SBI Regional Training Institute. Mr. Isaac Tudu, Trade Finance Specialist and former Regional Head Sales, ICICI Bank. Ma'am Surendrajit Kaur, former Assistant General Manager and Faculty, State Bank of Academy. Mr. Vijay Kumar Chatwal, former Executive and Faculty, Bank of Punjab National Bank. Mr. SSN Murthy, former Deputy General Manager, Union Bank of India. Mr. Anand Iyer, Senior Director, Operations and Information Technology, Dun& Bradstreet. Mr. Ashish Das, Executive, ECGC, and myself, Tilak Gulati, former Principal, Staff Training College, UCO Bank. I extend my heartiest thanks and gratitude to all these dedicated team members. Friends, this training program would also not have got that success without the guidance and support of our other team members. They are Professor Rajiv Kishore Dubey, former Chairman cum Managing Director, Canara Bank, Mr. Sanjay Khuri, former General Manager, State Bank of India, Ma'am Mrs. Shashikala Ramachandra, former General Manager and Chief Risk Officer, Canara Bank, Mrs. Hemlata Mohan, former Country Head Operational Risk, ING Vaishya Bank, Mr. Vaman Gokhale, former Deputy General Manager, Central Bank of India, Mr. Samir Bhavishkar,
Hello.
former Assistant Vice President in various multinational companies and private banks, Mr. Alok Kurukshetra, former Executive, Punjab National Bank. Friends, during the last 1 year, we had conducted a host of programs. We have successfully completed a number of programs. To name a few, we have completed risk management training program for the officials of Canara Bank, Union Bank of India, UCO Bank and State Bank of Mauritius, foreign exchange training program for the officials of State Bank of Mauritius, Export-Import Bank of India, and Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. Pre-promotional training to officers of Union Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Indian Bank, State Bank of India, UCO Bank, various regional rural banks, small finance banks, and cooperative banks. Workshops for Bank of Maharashtra, risk management training program for banks and NBFCs with interbank participation, foreign exchange training programs with interbank participation, credit management training program with interbank participation, management development programs for the bank's executive. Friends, very shortly we are going to have new programs. They are MSME outreach program, risk management in banks and NBFCs level 3, foreign exchange training program, pre-promotional training to banks officials. Friends, all our hard work and success could not have achieved that. Hard work could not have achieved that success without the mentorship, guidance of big dignitaries who have continuously patronized Banking Quest. I hereby extend my heartiest thanks and gratitude to the dignitaries. I extend my heartiest thanks to Mr. Siddharth Rath, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, SBM Bank, India. I feel pleasure to announce that Mr. Siddharth Rath, MD and CEO, SBM Bank, has sent us a message on this valedictory function. I feel my pride to read the message of Mr. Siddharth Rath. I am traveling and it would be difficult to join. I would have loved to join, but somehow the schedule has not matched so far. Congratulations on successful completion of the program, and I'm sure the participants who took out time during the odd hours will have positive takeaways which will be useful during their day-to-day job. My best wishes to Banking Quest, and I'm hopeful to join in one of the future programs. Warm regards, Siddharth Rath. I extend my heartiest gratitude to Sir for your complimentary message. Friends, I extend my heartiest welcome to Mr. Shankara Narayanan V, General Manager, International Division, UCO Bank, who has continuously patronized us with his continued guidance and presence on this program. I welcome you, sir. Friends, I extend my heartiest thanks to Mr. Lokesh Kumar, General Manager, Export-Import Bank of India. Mr. Lokesh Kumar has also continuously patronized our organization, Banking Quest. I am happy to announce that Mr. Lokesh Kumar has deputed Mr. Savroop Chakraborty, Assistant General Manager, Export-Import Bank of India, on this valedictory function. I extend my heartiest welcome to Mr. Savroop Kumar Chakraborty, sir. Welcome. Here, friends, before we proceed, I request, I welcome Mr. Shankaran Iyer to kindly address the participants on this valedictory function. Over to you, sir. Mr. Shankaran.
Good evening. Good evening, Gulati Saab. Good evening, Hargovind Sachdeva Saab. Good evening, all the esteemed faculties. And good evening, all the participants of this workshop. It is really very good to connect with all of you. Basically, many of you are youngsters and going to have a long career in the bank. Banking Quest has really done a wonderful job. They have provided a very comprehensive training program on foreign exchange through 3 levels, and they have roped in the best of the faculties available. First of all, kudos to Gulati Saab, Sachdeva Saab, and all other patrons of Banking Quest for doing this enormous but wonderful job. Now, during these 3 levels of training program, the participants have been exposed to both the retail side and the wholesale side of the markets. They definitely will have opportunities to work in the retail outlets, that is the B category branches of their individual banks. There is scope of working in treasury, where they will get to know the wholesale market. They have potential to work in overseas branches. That is again another area to broaden their perspective on international banking. They also will have opportunities to work in international branches at international financial centers if their banks are having such type of branches in IFP. And they will definitely have a, what is it called, continuous kind of peer learning through this group. The faculties also definitely will support them continuously. That is what I believe. So this is not the end of the training program. It is a journey. It will continue. And what I would also advise the participants is that actually they should be on a continuous learning curve, because every day things are changing. Even in the international market, how we have been doing business is continuously evolving. Technology is changing. So we have to adapt ourselves to the continuous changes that is happening in the system. And this international finance, exchange rate, flows, they can be a bane and a boon, bane or a boon to the economy. So they should reflect. For instance, actually yesterday there was a monetary policy. Now, I would advise all the youngsters here, all the participants here, to be abreast with these kind of developments. Go through the monetary policy statements, go through the commentaries that is coming across in various forums, and reflect on all these aspects. Just, I will just cite actually one or two countries. I mean, what has happened actually, how the external sector has benefited them, and how the external sector has caused trouble to another country. One country benefited and another country had a lot of problems because the external sector was not managed properly. Before telling about this narrative of these two countries, I would like to actually, ask our participants whether they can reflect on yesterday's monetary policy, and basically actually if you see the external the monetary policy, yesterday's review of the monetary policy, you will find that actually the biggest challenge is actually a challenge of liquidity. We are having around 9 trillion liquidity. See, of the 9 trillion liquidity, 2 trillion liquidity was created by the central bank by way of something called GSAP. GSAP is purchasing of government securities, thereby creating liquidity. The rest of the liquidity has been created because of foreign exchange flows that has come into the country. So RBI had to neutralize these flows. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, rupee will start appreciating because all the flows are coming. So a lot of dollar is coming means what will happen? Rupee will appreciate, dollar will depreciate. So when rupee appreciates, it is going to create some other repercussions in the economy. Your exports will become less competitive. So many other challenges are there. So RBI was intervening in the market. So RBI was purchasing all these dollars. So when RBI was purchasing all these dollars, rupee was getting created. So that is how actually bulk of the liquidity has got created. Now, there is something called sterilization, that when this liquidity is coming, that again cause a challenge to the monetary policy. As you know, excess liquidity, what will happen? When excess liquidity is there, more than what is required for the smooth functioning of the economy, if liquidity is in excess, this liquidity will go into various other pockets. It can create asset bubbles. And when this asset, like, you see the equity market is, going up like that. So what will happen actually when there is a crash of the equity market, there will be wealth destruction and it will have tremors across the economy. So excess liquidity is always a problem. So that is why RBI now, has introduced several measures like VRR and all that to suck this liquidity. Now, the challenge with RBI was that actually this excess liquidity can be neutralized through sterilization, or another way of doing it is actually to do the forward purchase. Instead of actually doing spot purchase, they can shift the spot purchase through a swap and push it to forward. When they do that, the forward premium goes up, and it again starts another vicious cycle. So what I'm just trying to tell you is how international flows affects the domestic economy. You need to reflect on that. Let me tell you, friends, actually, one of the countries which in the 70s and mid 80s were one of the most prosperous countries, Japan. During our young age, actually, we will recollect, actually, most of the electronic goods we had a fancy to purchase from Japan. Now, in the mid 80s, what happened? The Japanese yen was trading at $1 is equal to 250 Japanese yen. So the US and other countries actually who were having a huge trade deficit, they put pressure on Japan to cause an appreciation of the Japanese yen. So Japanese yen started appreciating from $1 to is equal to 250 Japanese yen. It ultimately appreciated to $1 is equal to around 100 Japanese yen, or even lesser than that. And the repercussion was that actually the Japanese economy, which was an export-oriented economy, suffered badly on account of that. So in order to prop up the economy, what Japanese central bank did, they infused a lot of liquidity. Again, this liquidity, what happened? It went into unproductive sectors of the economy. It started going into real estate. It started going into stock. And it was creating another problem. It was creating asset bubbles. Central bank again intervened by raising the rate. The asset bubbles, that was pricked, and it burst, and it created tremors. And even today, the Japanese economy is suffering from a deflationary spiral. You see China. China is another country. They managed the exchange rate in such a manner that actually they became the factory of the world. And today, China is one of the prosperous countries on account of international trade. What I'm trying to tell you is that actually I'm trying to, make you understand how important is international trade and how exchange rate management, international flows can be a bane to the country and it can be a boon. India is now at a very critical phase. So, we are also slowly opening up to capital flows. So, participants, my sincere advice to you would be that please be abreast with the developments in the market. Read. I would also suggest a few books to Gulati Saab. Later on, he will circulate it to you, which I feel that actually, those who are interested in the international finance, or those who are interested in foreign exchange, should definitely have a read. There are a few good movies as well, which will elicit a lot of interest in you about international finance. Anyway, thank you, Gulati Saab. Thank you, Satdeva Saab. And thank you everyone present here for providing me this wonderful opportunity. You have to continuously learn international finance with a passion. It is a niche area. It is ever developing. It is simple yet complex. I wish all the participants a bright and prosperous journey ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Shankaraya, sir. Thank you for your deep insight on the factors impacting the economy and the international trade. The role of liquidity in international trade cannot be minimized. And your advice to the participants to keep abreast with the latest development is very nice, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Yeah, now, sir, I request Mr. Savrup Chakraborty, Assistant General Manager, Export Import of Bank of India, to kindly give a small address to the participants. Over to you, Mr. Savru.
Thank you very much, Gulati Saab. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Great. A very good evening to all the participants here today. Actually, Mr. Lokesh Kumar, our general manager, was about to join the valedictory session today, but due to some preoccupation, he asked me to join. And let me just begin by saying that I am, though I work in a bank, my education qualification, my beginning of the career was in communication. So I come from media and communication background. I joined Exim Bank in corporate communications and have recently moved to the human resources management group. So when from the communication perspective, I was looking at the Banking Quest website before we sent the nomination of our participants to this for this session, for this program rather. I saw the Banking Quest logo. It says a very beautiful thing: building careers in banking, and the word B is, circumambulated by two rows of flowers. So it's, and when I looked at it, and Lokeshji was mentioning that this Banking Quest has experience. If we had to put it together, experience of more than 400 years of man-hour put together. So when we have such an experienced faculty talking about a pertinent subject like forex, it is obviously too very much useful for the participants. Before I joined for the session today, I was seeking some feedback from my colleagues who have recently joined the bank, and they are young champions who have got entry into Exim Bank and are now going to be the future, future governors of the bank, if I have to say it. So the feedback some of them gave me, that it has been very interesting and useful. They wanted something which I will offline tell Gulati Saab, in terms of reading materials and the way the construct has been. But overall, the feedback has been that it has been a very useful program lasting over weekends. They all of them tried to make time. It's really difficult to put youngsters, ask them to sit at 8:30 p.m. in the evening and attend sessions on a subject which is largely macroeconomic. But one feedback that I would like to share is the session on letter of credit, LCs, was very, very interesting, as they found that many a times even seasoned bankers get confused between advising bank versus confirming bank. And then the feedback that came, that the communication and the clarity with which the session was delivered was so good that they will never ever forget the session. They will never ever forget how an LC operates in the international market sector. There has been deep engagement of Gulati Saab and Sachdeva Saab. Thank you so much. Now, as Sankar Iyer Saab was mentioning, macroeconomic concepts are very important for all of us. We thrive in an environment which is dominated by information flow, and we need to be, constantly we try to get updated on what is happening in the international market scenario. With that, I would also mention that apart from macroeconomic concepts, we should also endeavor to learn the actual way of doing business. And this is where this years of experience of Gulati Saab and people like Sachdeva Saab and Surinder Jit Kaur Madam comes in handy. I think all my colleagues will have your numbers saved on their phones, and whenever they would need guidance, sir, I would urge them, and I think that they will be getting in touch with you for clarifying their doubts. With these words, I would conclude my statement, and thank you for this opportunity for sharing my thoughts with all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Savru Chakraborty, for your frank and candid feedback. And life is a continual process of learning, and there is always a scope of improvement. You give your honest feedback, we will improve upon it. Actually, our endeavor is to develop the next generation bankers. Whatever maximum we can give to the young bankers, that is our passion, and we will keep on doing it. We will keep on learning from the young bankers also. Thank you, Mr. Sabru. Thanks a lot. Now I request Mr. Hargovind Sachdev, former General Manager, State Bank of India and the Program Director. This entire program was designed, structured and directed by Mr. Hargovind Sachdev. I request Mr. Hargovind Sachdev to kindly say a few words and say a vote of thanks also.
Thank you, Mr. Gulati, for giving me the opportunity. Respected Shankar Iyer sir, dear Swarup Chakravarti ji, it was a momentous occasion to find you on this Banking Quest site and addressing. And we are really profusely indebted to Exim Bank for giving their participants and enhancing the confidence of our faculty, because more the numbers came, more was the involvement of all the faculty members, and we endeavored to give our best. We are grateful to Shri Siddharth Rathji, who despite preoccupations went through our request and then identified youngsters who participated in a big number. We are grateful to GM Exim Shri Lokesh Kumarji, who was repeatedly requesting us to customize this program. And of course, Swarupji, you have now told us that the students, they want a certain reading material and certain other changes in the construct of the program. We will be honored to receive those feedbacks and share whatever reading material is required by the students. Of course, Shankar Iyer has been elevating the level of this program to next levels with his knowledge in Forex. He has been heading a nationalized bank in Hong Kong, in Singapore, and he has hands-on practice. He's the innovator of the Iran arrangement with India, where we pay the oil money back to Iran in a very different way. So Shankar has rightly today taken us to the most worrisome problem which the country is facing today. So very thought-provoking session, Gulati ji, by these stalwarts. I thank each one of them and hope to see them again and again on Banking Quest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hargovind Sachdev. Thanks a lot. Yeah,
Sir, I should add that Banking Quest, under the able leadership of Gulati Saab and Hargovind Sachdev Saab, and the entire team of faculties, they are creating national assets. That's what I feel. And I would, request that this good work be continued, and there will be support from the banking fraternity also. And I wish that all the participants again very, very prosperous career ahead. All the best. God bless.
Thank you, Shankarji. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Asha ji wants to say?
Yes, I wanted to say I have got a very, very sincere thanks to express to all the faculty members. A heartfelt thanks for the kind of sincerity with which you all have all put in hard work and made things so easy for us and so easy to understand, even if we were not working on that side of the discussion. We always felt that yes, we could understand the situation, and perhaps given the situation, we could have worked better in that area. It was a nice experience, wonderful journey. Gulati ji was telling we were all, all strenuous efforts had to be put in by the participants to from 8:30 to 9:30. But I would say, Gulati ji, it was a great session. I mean, it was not at all strenuous because of the kind of the way in which the lectures were taken forward by all the faculty members. We always look forward to participating in the sessions and in case we could not on Sunday, it used to upset us a little. So we would take pen to, hear it over again. So it was a nice thing, a nice journey, wonderful one. We have got a success story to go back and tell to other candidates. Please be a active participant in Banking Quest sessions. It is wonderful. You will learn a lot and become very rich in knowledge. Thank you very much, and thank you, Gulati ji, for the sincere effort with which you have been making all sessions successful.
Thank you. Thanks, Asha ji. Thanks a lot. Yeah, with your appreciation, with your motivation, we will keep on moving. Yeah, Hindlata ji. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, good evening to everyone who is in the system. I've been extremely fortunate to attend some of the programs. Other programs I could not attend. I missed a couple of programs, not couple, maybe 3 or 4. And I really feel sorry about it. And let me congratulate you, sir, Mr. Gulati, because I know what difficult times it is to get such, good faculty and to also get the right kind of audience who will be ready to take on this program. And you have done a wonderful job. So under your leadership, there's been a great achievement. This has been a great achievement. Thank you for that, and thanks to all the other faculty members, Miss, and all those people who made things so simple, who made things so accessible to the common man. And what I would like to tell my young people, because I came here for this program mainly because I wanted to know what is the latest in foreign exchange, because I've been out of touch for quite some time. I would tell my young friends here, young banking friends, please understand that life is not a straight line. It's got its ups and downs, and particularly banking career. More important, the economic front is not looking very good across the world, not just in India, across the world. In fact, we are living in a very, very volatile world. So please be ready, and please be ready, as Mr. Shankar said, as Mr. Hargovinji also said. Please be in touch with the latest. Please read the latest financial papers. Apart from what Deepika Padukone does and Ranveer Singh does, that is all okay for entertainment. But please see what is important, because we are all bankers. Just like you would expect a doctor to be up to date in his field of medicine, similarly, we as financial doctors should be up to date in what's happening around. So once again, this is my humble suggestion. Be up to date. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you all for this wonderful program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Himlata ji. Thanks a lot. Yeah, there are certain in the chat box also that Saraswati Cherala from Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. Thank you to all the faculties and Gulati sir. Yeah, Uday Pandey, thank you so much. Amit Tyagi has written, fortunate to be associated with Banking Quest and so much experienced bankers. Looking forward to be associated in future as well. Gaurav Chatterjee, the whole course was excellent and nicely designed, enriching us with practical knowledge on the Forex. Thanks a lot to all the faculties. Thank you, Lord. Thanks a lot. Now, we don't feel like leaving you, but life is something like that. We are living on this platform. We will be again assembling on some other platform. So Umesh Joshi, great knowledge, sir. Thank you for enriching our banking knowledge. Thanks. Thank you, Umesh. So I thank all the participants, dignitaries, and I request the program director, Mr. Hargovind Sachdev, to kindly conclude this program. Over to you, sir.
जिंदगी जीना आसान नहीं होता, जिंदगी जीना आसान नहीं होता, बिना संघर्ष कोई महान नहीं होता, जब तक न पड़े हथौड़ी की चोट तो पत्थर भी भगवान नहीं होता. So friends, keep working hard if you want to really rise high and be high. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.